Hi, my name is Kim McQuitty and welcome to this video. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of premarital counseling. The importance of sitting in front of a skilled, professional, lay minister, marriage mentor, marriage couple, pastor, counselor, whomever that may be, that can equip you and your husband to be for the journey ahead when it comes down to marriage. Now, I'm an advocate of premarital counseling. I am a certified SYMBIS assessment. SYMBIS stands for Saving Your Marriage Before It Starts. Les and Leslie Parrott are the originators of the curriculum as well as the SYMBIS assessment. So I love taking couples through this SYMBIS assessment because it really just takes a deep dive into the relationship. It really goes deep into their personalities and how their personalities will play out in a marriage and give them the tools and equip them for the journey ahead. Premarital counseling, I don't believe, let me tell you, this is just me, I don't believe it's an option. I do not believe it's something that, should we or should we not? I believe it is just, to me, as important as a marriage license. You can't get married without a license. I feel like there should be a law that you don't get married without premarital counseling. Actually, in some states, they reward you for going through the premarital counseling process by giving you a deep discount on your marriage certificate. That's how critical we believe or we know it to be that you be equipped before you walk into something that you've never done before. There's some things going to come up in your premarital counseling session that you wouldn't even thought to ask one another. It would not even cross your mind. Critical things that you need to know the answer to, that you need to know moving into this relationship together. You've heard me say it before. I'll say it at all times. Marriage is a long game. It's a long game. You're preparing to spend the rest of your life with one person. Why wouldn't you equip yourself with the knowledge that's available to learn more about them, learn more about the marriage you're getting ready to walk into, and arm yourself with the resources and tools to make it last a lifetime? Not just get by, not just struggle, not just barely make it, not just be married for the sake of being married, but to have a true relationship that really, really thrives. Not one that's on life support, not one just surviving, not just staying married because you don't want to get divorced, or it's inconvenient to get a divorce, or it's too expensive to get a divorce. But no, you can have a life-giving and a life-fulfilling marriage when you go into it prepared. When you go into it knowing what you're signing up for. And even while you're married, you need tune-ups. You need to go back to speak with a marriage professional or a marriage mentor or a marriage couple that can just give you more wisdom and insight as you approach things in different seasons and different stages of your life and in your marriage. So it is critically important. It is critically important that you find a marriage mentor, a marriage counselor, a marriage professional, someone who can take you through a premarital counseling session, who can give you the tools that you need to prepare yourself for the journey you're about to take together. Marriage is a beautiful relationship. It is a beautiful relationship. And it is something that I believe everyone who wants to experience it should experience it. But I also know that it's work. I know that there's challenges, there's hardships, there's things that just need to be worked out between the two of you, and you just need an understanding of what those things are going to look like. One of the things I've come across in my years of doing this is people's motivation for getting married and why they've gotten married in the first place. It has to be more than just love of why you're getting married. Yes, you're going to be in love. Yes, all the feels, all the things that come along with the newness of a relationship and getting together and starting your life together. But there has to be some more depth than that. It has to be some more, we're just in love. Your premarital counselor, your marriage mentor, your marriage professional, your pastor is the ones going to take you deeper into those relationships, those conversations about your relationship. They're going to go down deep under the surface, especially if they have been married for a significant amount of time. If you're going to a couple who's going to be empowering you, they can tell you from their experiences and their walk. Especially if they're 2 or 3 seasons ahead of you, why wouldn't you sit down with them and allow them to just pour into you and your husband? Now, let me say this. If you're with a man and his thing is he doesn't want to go through premarital counseling, he thinks it's a waste of time, I don't want anybody in my business, I don't need anybody telling me how to do my life, I would put a pause And I would say that's a yellow flag. That's a yellow flag. That's something that you need to sit back and just kind of unpeel and look back and ask the questions on why. It may not even be the reasons he's saying. It could be fear. It could be that he's never seen a marriage work before, so why will we even go through this route? You know, it could be a number of things. It could be a trauma response to something that has happened in his life. Maybe someone did develop some personal things about him and he feels like this is a setup for something more than that, you know, just what he's already experienced before. Whatever the case may be, if there's some apprehension on his part, apprehension on your part, you need to get to the reason why you're feeling like you don't want to sit down with someone who's going to equip you for a journey that you have never been on. Something to think about. Something to think about. There's 30%, statistics say, but 30% of couples who have gotten married without premarital counseling believe that their marriage would be in much better shape, or they wouldn't have faced some of the challenges they went through had they not taken the time to sit down and walk through some things with their premarital counselor. So, if you're getting ready to get married, if you're getting prepared to be married, you feel like I can't afford it, let me tell you, you can't afford not to. One of the things I tell couples who may say that I can't afford to sit down with someone if your church doesn't offer it for free. Most churches, I don't even, to tell you the truth, I don't know of any church that charges for it. It's an evangelistic tool. It's one of the greatest tools of evangelism for a church is to prepare people for marriage. That's my personal opinion. I don't know of any churches who are charging for premarital counseling. There may be a class that you're paying for because there's materials and then they need a buy-in from you. But for the most part, most churches offer this at no cost. But if they don't, and you don't have the money, one of the things I tell couples is, why don't you, in lieu of a gift from a family member, ask them to sponsor you? So instead of buying X, Y, and Z off of my registry, would you just sponsor me and my fiance to go through premarital counseling? Let me tell you, I don't know anybody who would not want to do that for you, because they would want your relationship to win. Anybody you go to that's not for you, then that's another conversation. But for the most part, they want to set you up for a win, know how important this would be. Why wouldn't they invest? Take the money that they were going to buy for a wedding, use a wedding gift, and then pay your premarital counseling sessions and counseling and classes and all the things. That's how critically important it is. It's a win-win. It is a win-win. You're going to learn some things in that session that's going to carry you throughout the different seasons of your marriage. So, premarital counseling, premarital sessions, premarital coaching, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you take part in it, because it is very beneficial and it will set you up to win every single time. If you haven't, subscribe to this video so you don't miss one, as I put one out every week. Thank you for spending time with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.